Hello, hello. Well, hi, Leilani. How are you? I'm going to test you out and see if I can unmute you.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Okay. So do you have me muted now?
No, Shelly's coming in.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Hello, Shelly. How are you, my friend? I'm looking to see. Oh, I see how to unmute. Ask to
Mm-hmm.
allow to multi-join.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just so I've never had to like unmute anybody before.
Yeah.
No, I just see.
Like individually. You got it. You got it.
It says when I cover over her, it should say chat, show self view, make host, rename.
It doesn't have unmute.
No, I wonder why.
Okay. So the other thing is it could be in your settings, like when you set up this call. Hold on a second. Is there a way you can check your settings while you're on?
And I wanted there to be yeah, I'm in my settings. I wanted
Okay.
there to be a chat too.
Oh, there's chat. I see chat.
Where is that?
Okay, so I'm going to message you and see if you can see a message.
And I know how to
And
share screen.
I'm having it go
Oh,
to
I see
everyone.
it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There's the chat, so that's good.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as unmuting,
As far as unmuting, you should be able, it should be like seriously right there. Especially because you're the admin.
I wouldn't make host, right? That's not it.
No, because then you would make somebody else host. That's all it's saying.
Oh, I think because
Um,
Shelly's not muted in the first place. So there is no.
That could be it. I could, you know
Okay.
what? Let me
Yeah,
mute
I got
myself and then you got
it.
it? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, good.
I'm just gonna wait, like,
Good.
because I had a lot of responses today. So I'm gonna wait and
Good.
just a few minutes. I'm not gonna wait
Sure.
long. Uh,
Yeah.
to see
No,
if
that's great. It's a great way for you to do this and practice. Is this the first one you've done?
yes, yeah. I've done. Oh, somebody's in the waiting room. Admit. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, and some people might join late, so it's all good. Hello, Zoom user. How are you, my friend? Can you see a chat on the side, Leilani? Can you see a chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, to the side. No, no, no. It for me it's on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And let me see.
I could have people raise their hands at the end when I'm done. So it's
Sure. Yeah, just do that.
so
I wish it would be on the side, but I think that's something you have to set up as the host.
yes. Okay.
It's your view. That's what it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay. All right. So, oops. Hold on, Shelley. I'm embedding you in. Okay. All right. So I am going to start. So I'm just going to mute everybody for right now, and then you can raise your hand and we will talk and chat at the end. I will watch as people are coming in. Um, and I will let them in at the same time. At some point, I'm going to have somebody probably have people come in or help me let people in. So, okay. So a lot of you already know my story that I was in healthcare for years and I was down and out broke, paycheck to paycheck. And I was just on that hamster wheel in the rat race. And I became a stay-at-home mom. My daughter had delays in therapies, and so we were on one income and we were broke. Hubby was chasing overtime 7 days a week, and that was just not it. And his body was breaking down. I was mentally breaking down, and I was always the mom looking for ways to bring in extra income. And nothing ever worked, nothing ever stuck, unfortunately. And I found my stranger on the internet, and she basically, how do I show my picture? Let me see here. Let me see how I show my face. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me see here. Do I pin me? I don't even know.
You're, if you can hear me,
Oh, okay, good. You can see
you're
me?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, so I found my stranger on the internet. She showed up all the time on my page on Facebook. I can never say that word on TikTok when people are on, but yeah, she was my stranger on the internet, and I really, really watched her, and I really just tried to figure out exactly what she was doing. And when I reached out to her, and there was a couple people I was watching, but I was really watching her, and I really wanted to figure out what she was doing because she wasn't doing anything weird. She didn't have me doing anything, share a post or do anything, crazy. And so when I did reach out to her and she was talking about all the ways to make money online, it really blew my mind. And so the fact that we don't have to sell here, we don't have to plaster our face all over social media. We can have social media or not have social media. It doesn't matter. 18-year-olds all the way up to 85-year-olds are doing this. And the fact that I talk to people I just talked to somebody literally 20 minutes ago. They haven't worked in a year. They've been looking for a job. They can't find a job and they don't want to go back to a job. And um, so I've been talking to her a little bit, and it's just really crazy how the world is going AI. People are losing their jobs every day. Big companies are laying off, and it's really, really scary. And so I saw in this that you couldn't fail here. Like you can't fail by with these income streams and taking pictures with brands and stuff like that. You can't fail. And so I want to take you inside of the community. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to take you inside of a little bit of a look. And all we really want is to um hold on a second, be able to just have, you know, groceries and not use our credit cards. And so with Boss Suite, they really just were able to show me that I couldn't fail, that I could actually stop, you know, searching for things that weren't working and spending thousands of dollars. And so inside the Boss Suite here, like they always have live calls, always. But what I love the most, I'm going to refresh my page here quick. What I love the most here is that they will literally post, you can ask questions in here anytime you want. People will answer any time of the day. General discussion, any tech questions, which I have not had tech questions because, well, you don't really need to know tech here. They do all that for you, if that's what you want. If you want to talk to people about the program. But I have a serious question. I've been approached now on TikTok. Oh, see, they're trying to keep scammers out. This is the problem. And they've been approached now on TikTok by two very small companies asking me to join them. They're offering me deals yeah. And they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Maven is another one. They are really trying to protect this community and keep people out of the, being stolen money, because this is um, a life-changing business. And so they've they've tried to keep blocking the scammers out. They really have. And so they base this business on ethics and morals. And I really, really like that. I want to make sure that I'm not keeping anybody out of the meeting. I don't think I am. I'm assuming it will show me. Our kitties are going crazy. Um, okay, so inside here, the classroom. Okay, so this is where I always tell people to start. Like I know people think okay, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I always tell people start right here at module 0. See scam alert right away. Please read. They will never message or email you about all this stuff. Nothing, right? And so I tell people to walk through this, read all this information, start here, and go on to the next one because it does, and it's literally like 6-minute videos. That's Madison. That's the creator. She was the broke boutique owner. that couldn't pay herself for 18 months. She was out on the road. She's the sweetest person. She was out on the road with her husband or going to see her husband, and she had her kids in the car. And if one more thing came out of her bank account, she was going to be stranded on the side of the road because she couldn't put gas in her tank. And that was one of her oh hell no moments. I'm not staying here anymore. She couldn't even afford a payment plan. Her mom did it for her. Now she's retired her mom. And she's just amazing. She's a great teacher. She's a great leader. She's one of the main leaders and coaches in here, and she's just really good. She's so sweet. And then I always tell people right here to start in the welcome module. Just start in the welcome module, walks you through step by step, beginner checklist, like very, very simple, simple. That is what I wanted. I wanted somebody and needed somebody to walk me through hand holding paint by numbers, right? And so, some of the main thing, like mindset is key because we have to go through this in a mindset of not a 9 to 5 mindset, but a entrepreneurial mindset where we take control of our own time, where we put our time in the pockets of our day when we can, but be consistent. Consistency is definitely key. It really is, right? Imposter syndrome is a perfect example. Like a lot of people will think they can't do it. I thought that too. I thought I had to be fancy. I thought it might be too good to be true, a scam, all those things. And that's not with what any of this is at all. And so there's a Gen Xers technology module. Okay, I'm just gonna go in here for a minute. Like short, like here's a 15-minute video on Gen X frustration. Um, like how to find the live recording, store setup walkthrough, all that stuff. How to use your phone. Like it's really amazing because they did think of everything here. Um, some of these I haven't even literally we had here's the replays, the call replays are right inside here. So anything you missed, whether it's Mindset Monday, beginner Q&A, they open up for Q&A. Um, the Amazon reviews, the letter writing calls, the UGC, print on demand, AI in Canva, TikTok shop, Amazon KDP, virtual assistant, all these things are recorded every time they have a call. And I'll take you into the classroom too. You can see like how many live calls, and you don't have to be on every live call. You do not have to. That's a lot. You jump on the ones that pertain to you and your income stream and just be on that one. Um, see, here's like a virtual assistant. Here is the UGC brand deals and the pet UGC. So a lot of people love the pet UGC, right? And so for here, where to go to find gigs. They literally show you. And it's a 2 minute and 47-second video. How to start. Another 1 minute and 17-second video. They show you where to go, what to do, all of the things. Pet UGC is one of the biggest things here. It truly is. Hold on, let me back up here. But then there's a regular UGC, like for humans, right? All things UGC brand deals, an 8 minute and 23-second video. And they will give you all the websites for all things UGC, for pet UGC. And so they're really short walkthrough videos, all of them. Because I didn't have time to sit and listen to 2-hour trainings. I just didn't. Now some of the replays, beginner calls, they can be a little longer, but you can jump on, ask your questions, and pop off. But like, here's the Amazon reviews. Okay, so if you don't know what Amazon reviews is, Amazon reviews is if you buy on Amazon, you shop on Amazon, and you do a review on it, then they teach you all of this stuff in here. They get you approved. They'll help you get approved here. And you can do a review on it and get paid for it. Every time somebody clicks on that review or the product, you get paid for it. And so they give you sample videos of what to do, approved now what, navigating the Amazon site, like all of this stuff, right? And so it really is walk through. And so again, I'll show you inside the classroom in a minute. But even the pet UGC, which I didn't really explain very good. like I do on my lives. I always think of it as being on a live, so I need to keep it that way. But like the UGC brand deals, like my friend got a $2,800 brand deal for the Alani brand, the drink, because she made a couple, she did a couple pictures and a couple videos and sent it to the company of the Alani drink. And now she has passive income every single month coming in from just the UGC brand deals. Um, Pet UGC, where you use your pets and they send you pet products. You take pictures with them and you send it back to the company. You do not have to put it on your social media. I was really worried that I was going to have to put this on my social media, but you do not have to do that. You do not have to do that because even like, and I love to like talk about some of these testimonials even, and I talk about them on my lives, like, Rebecca did for UGC. She made $200 off of a sippy cup selfie because from her son's sippy cup. Um, and Jennifer made $750 for a few pictures with a brand in her first month. You know, there's so many. Ree is 67 years old, two pets, and she makes 2 to 5 thousand a month with Pet UGC alone. Like there's so many different ways here. Let's see. And Amazon reviews. So my friend did a review on Amazon for her son's soccer cleats. She made $400 off of a review on that. My other friend did an Amazon review on dog food and got paid off of that. Like, I've never bought dog food off of Amazon, but you know, you can do reviews on anything you buy here. Um, there is letter writing. Okay. Now, it's not all available in every state. Most states it is, some are not. But as you see, it's been updated as of June 7th and the whole letter writing module. Now, Tamara, she made 2000. And she makes about 2000 a month in letter writing. That is writing letters about 20 to 30 minutes a day. You can do it digitally as well. There are three different, they're letter writing to casinos. You can cash them out. You can you can get them in coins that turn into cash. And a lot of people really love this. But now my one girlfriend loves playing games and she is really, really into this. It was something I came in to start doing and just I never started doing it. But a lot of states are available. And like I said, like when we talk in the Q&As, you can ask me, or if there is a chat, I don't know why I don't see the chat. But let me see here. But um, there are just some states that just don't allow it. It just depends on the governors and all the things like that. Let me go back into there also is virtual assistant. That's for people who are like techie, want to do back end stuff. That is not me. So I don't talk about that a lot, but there are a lot of people that really do like virtual assistant. And they just, again, walk you through all this stuff. I did not go through much of this because it's just, that's not my wheelhouse, but it's a lot of other people's. It really is. Um, they'll teach AI. They'll teach TikTok shop if you want. Thrifting and flipping is a really cool thing. And oh, I just got a good testimony about that the other day, and I forget. Thrifting and flipping is where you have things around your house, and if you don't use it, they teach you how to flip it and bring in an income. We had somebody that made $315 in 2 hours. She's a nurse. She made $315 in her first 2 hours of this, or in 2 hours of doing it. And yeah, she made a post in the community talking all about it. She was so excited. So if we want to get rid of junk, and they teach us how to find things that are really sought after as well. So that one's pretty cool. I really like that one too. Amazon KDP is the one where if you want to, whether it's devotionals, if you want to do coloring books are huge. Like my friend Susan, she does this coloring book here. She's made now hundreds of dollars doing this, and it's out there working for us 24/7 on Amazon. And they print it, they ship it, they do all of the heavy leg lifting for you, so you don't have to do any of that. And so it shows us all this stuff here. As far as Amazon KDP2, you can do journals, planners, devotionals. You can do cookbooks. You can write your own ebook. There's so many different things that you can do on Amazon KDP. It's Kindle Direct Publishing is what it stands for. Print on demand is another one. If you want to design your own t-shirt, you can put it on, like it could be a logo, it could be a quote, a scripture, a song, whatever you want it to be. You could put it on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hat, all that kind of stuff. And you could pick your printer, and they give you the websites to go on, and they literally walk you through this, all of these. And some of these are PDFs here. Using your own AI twin if you want. Let me go back here for a second. There are new income streams dropping. LTK, I don't even know if I saw that one yet. There's in the next few months, they're gonna have pages and pages. Shop my, turn your skills into income. Etsy. There was a girl that I talked to on Monday, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love Etsy. I love creating and selling things on there." I'm like, "Well, they have it here." Pinterest. Um, they talk about if you want to share the program with somebody else, you can totally do that too, but you never have to. That's totally up to you. I love sharing it because I know it's changed my life, and so why wouldn't I show it, to other people and let them make their own choice about it, because a lot of people really want to back away from their 9 to 5 and get their time back. We're done, just I know my big thing was just swiping my credit card just for gas or for groceries or whatever the case. Christmas, putting everything on a credit card for Christmas. And then after Christmas is over, it's like, oh, here we go. Major, major payments are due. And I just couldn't live like that anymore. So here's the calendar. We have a Mindset Monday, and all you do literally is just log on this Zoom. Click on that, log on the Zoom. Um, let's see here. UGC Q&A. So there's a UGC Q&A. You just click right on it. It's right there. Look, I'm on a Zoom. Lucas, I'm on a Zoom. Oh. I'm not on a live. I'm on a Zoom call. Yeah. My boys. Like here, 8:30 p.m. Letter writing with Lauren. That's not me. That's not me. But she's very good at this stuff. And so there's a beginner call every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, you can click on it. You can join it. I actually joined it a couple times in the beginning. They always open up for questions. Always. There were some places that I was before where it was like, they would teach and they would talk and they wouldn't answer, open up for questions. And, people had their hands up and questions weren't answered. And so here it's really different with that kind of stuff. Every question gets answered. They have a chat. They will literally have like other people, like the rest of the team answering for you. Here's Amazon reviews with Robin. She's awesome. Doing a live training. So there's a lot of things here. There's really a lot of things. I absolutely love the community of support. What did I want to show? Just a little bit of testimonials here. Like somebody made their own website plus digital product. Thank you, Boss Suite, for opening my eyes to a digital world I truly didn't even know existed. Yes, exactly. Amazon reviews, print on demand. After days of no sleeping, they went live on TikTok. I love it. So she wants to share the program. So letter writing, cashed out $160 so far, and she started the 7th. That's pretty good. $1,263 before 11 a.m. Letter writing win. It's small, but I won 20 bucks with global poker and oink oink. I don't know if that's new. Leilani, you may know more about that than me. First month in UGC, I completed my first month and I've just been paid $600. This is more than I ever made with the first digital program to just resell a course. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. I went for today. She is an Amazon influencer. So grateful and can't wait to get started on this. Yes, they will help you get into, and I think they should call it something different than Amazon influencer, because you don't need to be an influencer to get into doing Amazon reviews. You don't need to have followers and all of that. You don't need that. And so there's just so many wins to just get. You can see Amazon reviews is like really popular, letter writing's really popular. It's just good if people have questions, if they feel defeated, if there's never gonna be the most the most I've made so far from coloring books. I love it. I love it. I love it. They'll share their wins, their frustrations. People will pick you up. They'll lift you up. Just a full community of support that I love. And even though everybody is doing different income streams, everybody has come here for the same reason, to get out of their 9 to 5s, to get out of the rat race, to spend more time with our family, our kids, our spouses, stop putting things on credit cards, right? And so they will teach you like Pinterest, they'll teach you YouTube. I think most of them I went over. Email marketing is a great thing too. That's totally up to people. The ones I talk about the most are like the print on demand, the letter writing, Amazon reviews is huge. UGC is huge, huge. Amazon KDP is really big. And the brand deals, which I love. So yeah, they really have a whole slew of everything. So if you feel like you're going to get lost, I promise you, you will not. There are at least 6 calls a week. They are just, um, they really know what they're doing. And I always tell people get on the beginner call, get on a mindset call because we have to train our mindset out of the 9 to 5 into the entrepreneurial, mindset. We really do. Um, Trying to think of if I missed anything. And for me, I my first month here, bringing in 8,000 in 34 days, it's just, I mean, it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. And oh, so what I wanted to show you. Okay, so there is a big class. Okay, let me go in here. There's a big class. That's not it. Well, I can go here. There's a big class, there is a small class. I don't talk about the small class as much because, well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't talk about the small class as much. So I'll go over both of them and I'll give you the reason why I don't. Okay. So the boss suite, 597, right? Okay. So when you click on this is the one that has the 25 income streams. Actually, I think it's 26 with 2 more dropping now by the end of summer. These are the virtual cards here that you can use, right? They're clickable and it walks you through exactly how to do it. I used the firm. I came in $11 to my name, in credit card debt. I used the firm. That's what I did. I used a firm. There's Zip, there's Sezzle. Yeah. A lot of people like Klarna, but a lot of people don't see Klarna and it's not on here. For some reason, it's on my phone and it's not. See, and I don't think it's going to show me here. So normally, Afterpay. Normally there will be a money sign, a green money sign with Afterpay. And I don't know why it does it on here and it doesn't do it on my phone. But you click on this and that takes you to the Afterpay link. Maybe this is it. Is this it? Learn more. No, that's not it. But if anybody needs it, I can show them how to do it. It's very, very simple. How do I get out of here now? See, you don't need to know tech, y'all. You do not need to know tech. I can tell you that. But it is a green money sign. And that's where the Afterpay link is. Okay. So a lot of people will get $0 to $50 down. Whether it be a firm, like I said, a lot of people love Afterpay. It's a one-time investment. You never pay again. You don't have to pay monthly fees for any of the income streams. Anything dropped to you income stream wise will be yours. They are yours. So I turned that 1,597 investment into $8,000 in 34 days. That was the best investment I ever did. And trust me, when I jumped in, I was scared as all get out, thinking I was going to fail. Maybe I couldn't do this. All the things we tell ourselves, right? But some people will start as low as $0 down. Okay, so then this one, the Boss Suite Lite, 10 income streams. Okay, so this is 247. It has 10 income streams. It has less mentorship. I can show you inside. I love it. They're both great. This is for people who cannot get in on the bigger class because this was my thing. First of all, I was going to go big or go home. I wanted all the income streams. I wanted all the mentorship. I wanted all the support. Right. And so I just did it. I just was like, I'm going to go big or go home. I am so grateful that I did that. So people will get in on this one when they can't absolutely get in on a payment plan on the bigger class, right? And that's totally fine because you could upgrade for the difference. You don't pay all over again. You just upgrade for the difference at any time. I have had multiple people upgrade very quickly after, whether they figured out a way to get the extra income. Yeah, it's right here, 350 when you're ready. Yes. And so that's the one thing. And it's the same thing. Payment plans are the same thing. And then there is supposed to be afterpay down here, but I don't know why it isn't. But so there is less mentorship. There is less. Let me take you in. And it's not that I don't love it, but I do. If you if you really want all the things, the biggest bang for your buck is the bigger class for more help. And I just like to be clearly transparent on that. Let me take you into where was I here? Okay. So Boss Light, and I'll show you the difference. And then I will open up for questions as well. Okay, so like the calendar here, see how there's less calls here. There's a beginner call, there's a mindset call, there's like a letter writing call. So it's just like in school, right? Like you just have to pick what you want to do. How much do you want to learn? How much guidance do you want? But the nice thing is we don't go to school and spend $70,000 to get into debt that we could barely pay back, right? And so the classroom is smaller. And I don't even think actually, okay, so they do have Amazon KDP, Amazon Reviews, virtual assistant, letter writing. There is less companies with letter writing. They do have, yeah, that's it in that one. And UGC, but there's no pet UGC in this one. So there's regular UGC, but they also do not give the 30 companies that the bigger class gives. And so that's the difference. They are both great. They really are. This is just a stepping stone to get your feet wet, get acclimated, and you can always upgrade for the difference at any time. You pick your path, right? So that is the difference there. Um, oh, I didn't have somebody in that was waiting to join. See, I missed that then. Sorry, my friend. I did not know that you were in. So I have this recorded and that's why maybe Leilani, next time I do this, I'll have you like let people in for me. Okay, let me get this out of here.
Absolutely. You just let me know, Lauren.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to get back to my main screen. Now that's it. See, and this is why you don't. Let me see. How do I get back to my main screen here? Just video? No.
Oh, when you say your main screen, you mean like,
Just showing my face, basically.
well, we can see you. We can see you. Oh, but
Okay.
you want to get out of the, oh,
Because
how
you're
do you
able to
do
see
that?
the full class, right? That
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, interesting.
She basically wants to stop screen sharing, right?
Yeah.
okay, I see it. I see. I see. Thank you, friend. I appreciate okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, there you go.
If I click on it, it won't. I am the least tech. Oh, here, just stop. Okay. I was thinking it was gonna stop recording. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got
Oh,
it. We got it.
very
Okay.
good.
So I mean, I went through a general idea. When you get in, like it walks you through. And so like for me to go through each module, of course, that's not gonna, that's not going to, I'm not gonna be able to do that for each income stream, but it does walk you through. And that's what I was very worried about as well. I was afraid I was going to be left to my own devices. You are not. You are not left to your own devices. And I have some crazy filter on here that I don't even know how that's on there either. So TikTok is so much easier for me. But yeah, so okay, so who has questions for me? Like what questions do you need answered? What um let me know. You can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. I can go back into the community. I can go back into the program. I can show you around more. Like, let me know what questions you have. Like, if you're confused, if you're just not sure, like, let me know all the things, all the things, anything about me, anything that you want. I am here to answer them for you.
Can you, well, I think you answered most of my questions. It's good that I was able to see the user interface. That was one of my big things.
Yes, like the modules and stuff.
Yeah, so it helped me make the decision as which path I'm going to go. And I'm already jotting down like already I am pretty creative, but I also like the whole one of the modules that I really enjoyed that I really want to dive into is share my own skill
Okay.
because of all the data analytics and all the pie charts and graphing that I've done for the last 10, 15 years. I
Yeah.
really could see myself doing something like that. So I think this was a really good meeting for me to be on. So I'm very excited about this.
Awesome, Shelly. Awesome. That's why, like, when we spoke earlier, I was like, we're gonna hop on a Zoom tonight. We're just gonna do it because, yeah, people do get confused and you don't know where to go. And that's why, like, even when I'm on social media and I'm talking to people and I'm like, okay, if you don't know where to go and you see all these people and they're talking about all these things and you're confused and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I was the same way. I totally get it. I had to stop watching. I just focused on that one mom that I was watching. And for some reason, she just struck like my attention. And so I just really leaned into her because there is so much out there of different courses, just courses to sell a course. And a lot of people want like a program that lasts forever, is always updated. And you don't just have to sell something. You know what I mean? You can bring in an income and pick your path and something that fits you, that gives you the options, right? And so I'm really glad that that gave you a lot more clarity. I really am. Awesome.
I do have some questions. I think it's going to be more once I get in the modules and I learn the modules because immediately my thought process looking at that KDL or the Kindle process is, does this Boss Suite actually teach you how to handle if there's, to determine whether or not there's copyright infringement, things like that.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry to butt in, but
No,
it's just because I'm in the middle of my coloring book and they do that and they guide you through like directly to Amazon. And there's a copyright that you can actually copy and paste to your book or books.
Oh, okay. So for instance, if I took kind of combined two images in Claude or
Mhm.
ChatGPT and decide that I kind of wanted to arrange it, but then now I want to print this. I want to put this in a coloring book, for instance, like
Yeah.
a fan-based coloring book,
Yes.
type situation. Am I, does it talk about, are you actually copyright infringing on the other, where you're, creating the image in AI, but, is that a copyright infringement on the source?
Oh, I see. I haven't had
You
any
know what I'm
problems so
saying?
far, but you know what? They have meetings once a week and they are
Okay.
so good. And those are the questions that we all get to ask. And in fact, they're in a Facebook community, which is
yeah,
really cool.
yes, they
And
are.
Oh, okay, killer.
they share all of their stuff and whatever issues they might have in, doing measurements or how to, do I do bleed page or not bleed page or, all of that. And they talk about copyright as well.
Yes, they're very good with protecting what
Mhm.
you make and design. They are really
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's
good.
great.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
they
because
are.
that would be my worry is like I go through and create something, whether it's in
Hmm.
Adobe or if it's in ChatGPT or
Yeah.
Claude, um,
Yeah.
have the image built based on my specs or based on a photograph that I supply. Like for instance,
Mhm.
earlier I created a Korean art folk art picture of my cat. So it really came out really cute. But that's something that like, oh, I could do that kind of stuff and post it, where I could take out the color and that could be the coloring book, um, using my own photos. But then I started thinking, well, what if, would I have actually be worried if I were to try to do like a fan-based coloring book, for, BTS, for instance, so
Wow. Wow.
that's kind of why I was curious as to whether or not those kind of questions are actually answered, whether in the modules or the community meetings,
They
the
do.
weekly
Yeah,
meetings.
they will.
Like,
They definitely will help you out with
Oh, this
that
is great. Yeah.
for
yeah.
sure. Hmm.
And
So
every,
I see 4 income streams that I'm like, yeah, the pet UGC definitely going to be me.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
The people
with
absolutely love that. Love that.
with
yeah.
with 8 cats and 8 dogs, I think I've got plenty of models.
Oh
Oh
my goodness. You have
gosh.
a farm. I
Well, I got to remember I was in animal rescue for
yep.
25 years. So, and I did a lot of vet tech work and things like that. So,
Yep, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. And yeah, and they will give you the 30 plus, they give us the 30 plus big brand name companies to work with and to get gigs with and get brand deals with and all of that stuff, which is again, passive income. And so yeah, a lot of people really love UGC. It's something that is really, I mean, they can pay really, really good, and it's fun. I really get like I'll sit there and start, going through like some of these products and these gigs that I want, and I'm like, I can't stop. Like I gotta make dinner. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to stop doing this because it really is so fun too. It really is, and even this one brand that like I show on my live all the time. I haven't even opened it yet, but they want to now work with me. So I'm like, all right, awesome. Keep sending me stuff. So at that point, then you can start really getting brand deals and stuff like that. And I also have, if anybody is like, I'm ready to go. I've made my decision. I'm ready to go. I normally sell a template. It is a portfolio template. Okay. Don't get scared on this. It is really simple. It is a plug and play. Normally sell for $100. I like to give it to people. I normally will do it on a live. Um, but I'm going to offer it on here as well because it is so very helpful to be able to not have to worry about the techie stuff, plug and play with the template. That's a portfolio of what these big brand name companies really like to see as you get into like the 500 the 600 $700 gigs, you know what I mean?
okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm giving that to you guys, anybody who is ready to start, that I will be giving that because it was super helpful for me. I had it made up for me with exactly how I wanted it. It is really, really simple and great. And it takes all the tech work out. And so it just makes life more simple. And so I've given it to a couple people already. A lot of people really like it. I don't give it to everybody, but it is really helpful. And you still get the big gigs in here. This just helps you get going on them faster. And that's what I want to see people do. I want to see people get moving faster and faster and faster. It just helps you build more momentum. So people will get that in an email as well. So somebody asked me a question too. How do you sell the program initially via TikTok Live when you first started? I just really like picked up my I actually am an introvert. You may never know that, but I really am. I'm not the life of the party. And I know, yeah, like I am one of those people, I'm very quiet and very reserved. But when I get on TikTok or I make a video about this, I am so dang passionate about it because it has flipped my life upside down. And like even my friend Lori sent me a text again today that she just made another $300. Like it's just so life changing. And so I get on, I share what I love, I share what changed my life because it is the trickle down effect and without building teams and getting paid off of somebody else's efforts. So you can absolutely like if you know somebody who like, and I use this as an example, like my cousin's husband got laid off and he is now doing this from home instead of going out and getting a job, right? And so so I shared that, well, he asked me actually about this because he knew what I was doing. But you can share this with people that you know. Absolutely. There is an affiliate side to it. There's an affiliate side to everything. There's an affiliate side. My girlfriend has like her Jesus shirts. She loves all faith-based shirts. She's an affiliate for that. She's an affiliate for everything. And somebody at Walmart asked her where she got her shirt from, and they literally bought the shirt through her, and she got paid for that. She's crazy. I love her, but she's like, hey, anyway, I can bring an income. I'm going to do it. And I'm like, yeah. So there is an affiliate side to it. You absolutely can share it with people you love and bring in an income that way as well. 100%. For me, this blesses me more than anything when I'm seeing other people win here. I came from places where people were not winning. And that is what really broke my heart. And I just thought to myself, you know what? Morally and ethically, I didn't feel aligned anymore with that. I couldn't stay there and just talk to people about something that I knew they were going to stay stuck in. And so you can absolutely share this 100%. I'm grateful that I do this every single day now, sharing this. Now I'm like, okay, I want to jump into another income stream. Multiple. I'm gonna start working on t-shirts. That's my next one. I do UGC already. But this, I like to help really answer a lot of people's questions. I'm in people's back pockets. People have my email, people will have my phone number, whatever the case is, and I'm always here to answer questions as well. And so that is like my wheelhouse, is really helping serve other people and getting them out of the pit that I was in, or the place you're in, is because financial stress is terrible. It is. It's the number one reason for divorces. It's the number one reason for stress. It's just, it really is. And so, yes, all that being said, there is an affiliate side. You can absolutely share this with people. You can get an affiliate link if somebody's mother wants it, or sister wants it, or brother wants it, or like my girlfriend jumped in, and her coworker saw her bringing in an income and asked her what she was doing, and she sold it to her. She did. Her friend jumped in and was like, give me your link. Like, why are you gatekeeping this? She's like, well, I just wasn't like, she's so sweet and timid, and she's like, no, I want to get in here. And so she, now she's really, now her friend is bringing in income too. So it's just such a trickle down effect. It's just so cool. So you absolutely can get an affiliate link if you want to. You don't have to, or you down the road, you can. That's totally up to you. Only 10% of people here actually share the program. The other 90% are doing their thing behind the scenes. So it's all a matter of what you want to do with it. If you build a couple income streams and you're like, okay, I'm going to start sharing this with people, you can do that too. That's totally up to you. You do not have to go on a TikTok live or anything like that. You don't have to do that though. So
Well, Lauren, that's how I
yeah.
met you, was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Was one of your lives. I jumped in, I saw your live, and I just jumped in immediately. And
Yeah.
then once so I didn't think you were an introvert at all, by the way.
Yeah. I know. I am shy and timid, and this brings out like the best side of me. That's why I know, like, this is my God-given purpose, because I know that this is just it just blesses me so much. And so, yeah, I mean, and I think I was telling you, I've told a couple people that when I've showed up on people's lives, there were a couple people, especially this one nurse, who was like, I was literally last night praying to God and chat GPTing at the same time. It's easy side hustles for nurses to bring in extra income. She's like, and I literally jumped on TikTok and you were the first person I saw. And I was like, and to me, that's a God thing, right? Because that's how I saw this mama show up on Facebook. I would have never known about it if she didn't show up. And so that's why I just feel like I don't care if there's one person on my live or 100 people. The last week I had like 100 and some people. It was a little crazy. I can't even keep up with that. I'd rather have less, because then I can converse with people more instead of trying to keep up with the craziness of it all, right? But I mean, as many people as I can help, I absolutely will. But yeah, so I love showing up on TikTok, and I love the connection with people. I love learning where they're coming from and how I can help them and guide them. And it's just the best thing ever. So yeah, I remember when you were on, because you were telling me about your pet rescue and all that. Yep. I love it.
So yeah, I have plenty of models now, for pet
You do.
UGC.
You do. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. You do. Awesome. Awesome. Does anybody else have any questions for me? If you want to unmute yourself or I can unmute you. Does anybody have any questions? You can feel free to email me afterwards, shoot me a text message, um, anything. I'm always here. I'm an open book. What you see is what you get. Sometimes I may say a little too much. I don't know, but that's okay.
Well,
um,
I appreciate the overview. This really solidified my decision to move forward
oh,
tonight. So thanks for the Zoom call. Thanks
yes,
for the insights.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, Zoom user and Motorola. If you guys don't have any questions, we're gonna hop off of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just that I could give you a quick run through. And I'm glad that it really, gave you clarity. And so
I do have a question.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm Allie Marie.
Hi, Allie.
We met like around like this afternoon. So
Yes.
I'm very new to all of this, and I'm very interested, and I'm really wanting to get started. But I'm still real like learning everything because I'm so new to it.
Yes.
Um, I'm still a little confused about how to get started.
Yes. Well, okay, so how you get started is through a lot of my emails will have like my link in it with the beacons page in it. You can always, so everybody should be getting emails from me. I respond to all my emails with Loom videos every single time. I'm like, another Loom video, you're getting another Loom video. I just do that. So I record myself answering questions and stuff like that, and I email it back to you. In those emails is my beacons link, which so that's how you would get started is you pick your program, right? The bigger class or the small class, which you heard the differences between the two. You just pick whichever path you want to do. And then you just start at module zero. You start at module zero and it literally walks you through step by step. And I had no idea what I was doing. No clue. Because that woman that I talked to, she could have explained herself till she was blue in the face. I would not have understood until I got in here. And then I was like, wow, my kittens get feisty. I wouldn't have understood until I really got in. I like listened to a beginner's call and I picked because when you get inside here as well, there's a quiz that it will ask you based off of your personal answers, what it'll show you basically what income stream it thinks would fit you, whether it be the UGC, the products with brands, right, or Amazon reviews or whatever the case may be, right? And so if you don't love that one, you don't have to stick with that one. That is okay. So but that's basically what you do. You can pick one income you pick which class first that you want. You jump in on that class. I would get on a beginner's call. I would be on module zero. I'm here for questions. You could email me at any time, all the things. Because I definitely did send you a message on TikTok as well. Some people
Yes.
are not seeing them. So if you gave me your email, you'll get those. And that's what I would start with. Hop on a beginner's call on a Tuesday night, module zero, and walk through that because they are trying to also, like I said, keep scammers and spammers out. Everything they have is copyrighted, everything they have. So that's where you start. Module one. That's what I did. And then I went through and I started watching the UGC stuff. And that's how I learned it. That's really how I learned it. And then in the community that I showed you, if you have questions, you can ask, people will answer you in there in 2 seconds flat because this community literally runs 24/7 because we're all on different time zones, right? And so they will answer you at the drop of a hat. And a lot of people that will answer you will be the ones who are in the income streams and have already gone, far along farther. So yeah, no, I had no idea what I was doing either. I literally did. For me, it was where I knew it was going to take me, where I saw that I couldn't fail here and everything else I failed at because I knew I couldn't fail at taking pictures with products, right? Because I knew I couldn't fail at, doing Amazon reviews or taking pictures with my pets and getting free product, right? Or doing if I wanted to design a coloring book, right? You just pick your path, master it, and move on to the next one and start stacking income streams. I think a lot of people really overthink it, and I get it because I did the same thing. And I have this conversation with a lot of people every day because it is one of those things where we try to talk ourselves out of it, right? And we think we're not good enough. We think we can. We don't have a fancy white kitchen. We're not fancy. We don't have a Maserati. All of that is just nonsense. But it is what we tell ourselves in the beginning. I did the exact same thing. But I just followed it literally step by step, hand holding, paint by numbers. I didn't even know what I was doing and still made 8,000 my first 34 days. That is why people are like, well, what's your like secret? I'm like, there is no secret. I don't have a secret. I just did it. I don't know. I just jumped in. It was my plan A all the way to plan Z. I took some pictures. I started sharing it. I started picking some income streams and I just flew. I just decided I was going to partner with God, put feet to my face, and that was it. I knew this woman showed up for me on social media and I just did it. I don't know because, and I was on the calls. I was on the beginners calls, probably like 3 weeks in a row. I picked my income stream. I went through the modules. I got on those calls specifically. And that's what I did. That's really what I did. Does that make sense? Like, did I answer your question a little bit?
Yes. Yes, you
Okay.
did.
Okay. Because I know it can be overwhelming when you're like, oh my gosh, there's like 25 income streams here and more dropping. And it's like, what do I do? And and that's why I only share the top 4 or 5 that I love. Then when people get into the program and they go through the modules themselves, they know their own personality, right? And so if you're techie, virtual assistant would be great. If you love to take pictures, everybody like Shelly, she's like, now I see what I want to do, right? So that's where I wanted to give you clarity. And so that's where, and I think I asked you in a message on TikTok, like what struck your interest on my live that I was talking about, but I think you may have had to hop off. But it's basically like what sparks your interest, and that's what I would roll with.
Okay. 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 I was very interested in the pet UCG.
Yeah. Most people are. Most people are. That's why people's pets are getting famous here. It is really great.
Yeah,
Like,
my corgi's about ready to get famous.
right? Exactly. Exactly. I know. And I know. It's pretty cool. It's really fun. And so that's what you would pick first. That's what I would recommend you to pick first. I would start at module 0 and you'd want to go through like the first 3 modules and then go right to pet UGC. And then you can go through the module and you get any live calls that you see if you want to hop on them or you want to catch the replays or if you want to get up on live, you can be on live. That's totally up to you. If you miss
But
it, watch the recording.
when you say live calls, is it something like this, like we're doing now?
It's a Zoom call, yes. Like I
Oh,
was showing you in the program, like in the classroom, yes, it'll
right.
show you like if there's like a UGC, which there is actually a UGC call coming up. And so you just literally click on the link right under it, right under the call, and they just let you in. And they'll unmute you at the end. They'll answer questions. There's a chat. And you can just talk to the coach and all of that stuff. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome. Great questions. Great questions. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Does anybody else have any questions for me at all? I'm gonna take a sip of my water here. Because if
No,
not,
I don't have any.
you're good. Okay. Okay. Um,
And you did say if we had any more, like later on, if I can't think of any now, I can like message you. Do you prefer me emailing you, or do you want me to go through TikTok?
so if we can move to email, that would be great because then I can do
Okay.
Loom videos and then you'll see me like this because this is exactly what it will look like. You'll click on the Loom video link and I'll be talking because I just feel like I can voice clip you and that's totally fine. But if people have like questions for me, I'd rather you see my face. I'd rather explain to you through a video of your questions. I love doing that. I really do. And so if that works for you, I love that. That works for me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And if you ever can't like find my emails for some reason, just let me know on TikTok and I'll make sure that you get my emails. Sometimes they'll go to like promotions or spam. I don't know why. It just, if it's Comcast or Yahoo, sometimes it gets wonky. You can search your email for my name, my email will come up. But you can always let me know if you can't find it on TikTok and I can definitely help you. Somebody said, how much were you able in your month or two, if that's not too personal? No, it's not too personal. I mean, I randomly talk about it all my lives. Um, so I did make 8,000 my first 34 days here. I did. Um, I'm over 20,000 at this point. Um, and I started that in May, the very end of May. It's August already. It's crazy. Um, so and we're June, July. Yeah, I went pretty quick. I did. And so there are people who have made more than me, faster than me. There are people who take longer. It all depends on the person. I don't sit here for 2, 3 hours and do work. I just don't. I can't. I have a 5-year-old who needs me, and she is very, very busy. And so we have to get out to the pool. We have to get to the park. We have to. And so I do this in the pockets of my day, and I still made that kind of income. And even just today alone, I made a couple $100. So the work you put in now also builds momentum, you know? And so if you just but it, it's one of those things too. I don't mind saying it, but I also don't like to say it because it's based off of your work ethic, right? Like if me and you go to the gym, right? And I love this analogy because it's so true. Me and you go to the gym and you are like, I'm not doing carbs. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat good, drink a lot of water, all the things. And here I am at home eating a ho-hos and all the carbs, not working out. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not going to get the results. You're going to get the results, not me, And so I love that analogy because it is so true. And so this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a put our head down, we get to work, we do it in the pockets of our day when we can, and we see the results, And um, so hopefully that answered your question, my friend, because I can never guarantee like what you're going to make, right? I know that the only people who I haven't seen bring in an income is the ones who haven't opened the program. But other than that, you can't not win here. So sorry, but I'm going to go see go see your hubby, Leilani. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for helping me, my friend. Yeah, she's so sweet too. She's been in here for a little while and she's so fun. She loves doing this. It's so great. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Does anybody else have anything for me? These are all great questions, so I really appreciate them. Because if not, we can get off of here and you can feel free to send me an email. And you will also get a template that helps you get going started faster with bigger gigs. And it just takes away the tech work, like I was saying, for like the UGC stuff. And so I'll be doing that through the weekend. So that's like I like doing that as like a promo type thing too. Because if I give it away, all the time, then it's not, it is very valuable. I love it. I use it myself and it really, really helped. And so it's designed really great. It's really plug and play. It's really, really, really simple. And so when you see inside of the classroom where it says UGC portfolio, that's where I was like, oh God, like I don't want to do tech. Like I know that takes all the tech work out of it, all the tech work, the guesswork, all of it. You literally plug all of your stuff in there. And so that's what I really love about this. So it's just a template. I will send you in an email and you will get that to get going faster. And I was really, really, really glad to have it. And my tech girl make it up for me. So I told her what I wanted and it's perfect. It's great. So yeah, this was fun. This was awesome. I love it. I'm going to do this more often. I'm going to try to do this maybe every other week. People can join that are already in here. People can join that have never been in here. Like I love hanging out with people. I've done TikTok live till 10:30 and I'm like, okay, my contacts are getting dry. I got to get off with y'all. Like
Yeah.
everything. We'll talk about homeschooling and the world and God and all the things, so it's just fun. Because we are people, we are made for connection, and so the whole like, oh, go buy in the link in my bio, that ship has sailed. We need
Yeah.
to have connection with people. We need to get on the phone with people. We need to have Zooms. We need to see each other face to face, right? We're in a world of 2026 where there's scammers and spammers everywhere. And I like that connection with people. There are people who are like, I will not get on the phone with you. I will not get on the phone with you. I will not do a Zoom with you. Why? why not? Why not help other people? That the connection is made there. And so, and that's fine for them. They build their business, they do their thing that way. That's totally fine. But I don't run mine like that. I really, really like to do this kind of stuff. So every other week, I'm probably, unless I'm sick, I'm probably gonna do this kind of stuff. So it's just fun. And then I get to hear other people's wins too. I wanted to tell Leilani to share some of her wins, but she was with her hubby. So it's okay. And maybe I'll have some guest people come on and, share their stuff and their testimonies and everything too. So
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll have a testimony by then.
yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So these are recorded and we can look back on them and just, yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that. 100%. That is a great idea. Yes, you all are going to be testimonials. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. I had a girl who was um she started here donating plasma just to bring in an income, like, and that's what breaks my heart so much is like this is where we're at trying to bring in money, right? And yeah, if I can help anybody get off of the bathroom floor like I was, or stop having to donate plasma just to bring in an income, I 100% will. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and all the questions, and appreciate you guys. So, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And we'll go from there, my friends.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
Yes, you too. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. All
Okay.
right.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.